Target employees were worried that come Tuesday morning, their lives could be changed forever.
Everyone was just very stressed out, not knowing what their future was.
We are concealing the identity of one Target employee who kept their job but fears termination. They say the layoffs affected nearly every department, with many teams losing at least one team member.
It's all over the board, and it was just kind of like 1 in 6 people. If you were to go at a team, it seemed like that was kind of the ratio.
It's an immensely traumatic event.
Ben Foster with Foresight Coaching says for many employees, a sudden layoff can be just as devastating as the loss of a loved one.
The sense of loss is extreme because it's your world that you've been living in for at least 8 hours a day for who knows how long, and it's often cut off just like that. And so there's an extreme sense of loss that is present with this that not a lot of people recognize.
The Minnesota
I think this is going to be a reoccurring issue for years to come. As we know, AI is just taking over the world. I mean, I use it for my business, right? Where I would probably have someone make phone calls or follow up with emails, set my schedule. Right? AI has transformed practically every part of our lives. And what I've always told folks is if you don't prepare for the future, you're going to be part of the past, right? You're going to be a part of those folks who now have put all of their energy, time into satisfying these jobs. I was thinking about the other day why I've been so rebellious to keeping a job for a long time. I've had many jobs. The longest period of job that I've actually had for a long time, but it was kind of seasonal, was I was a water safety instructor, right? I was someone who taught people how to swim, lifeguarding, coach swimming. And I love that because it was outside. I was interacting with folks and it didn't really seem like work, right? And also I didn't have to do it 8 hours a day. But any other job that I've had, I don't think I spent more than 2-3 years at. And I always remember, even when I was young, my father, he used to be a person who would go to the flea market and make money on the weekend. He would work for one guy one week and another guy next week, and then he started his own carpentry business. And I also remember myself even doing car washes and cutting people's lawns and cleaning up their garages. Right? I was always very entrepreneurial, and that's the reason why I'm the same way today. Some folks, though, go to school, right? Go to college, get these degrees, and then they're supposed to land these corporate jobs. Or maybe their degree is not good enough, and then they just kind of end up in the workforce. And for a while, that was okay until technology showed up. And we know that technology is still very young. I remember getting my first cell phone back in the late 90s, and the smartphone came out in really the early 2000s, and how that has transformed our world. Social media started in 2008, right? And now you're seeing that technology is involved with us every single day, really every single hour and minute. And no wonder that people are having these responses to what has been their lifestyle. And it's unfortunate. And I'm not telling anyone that don't go get a job. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but you better find something else that you can do, that when you get fired or laid off or whatever it is, that you have a kind of a plan B that needs to become a plan A. Because technology, the way it's moving today, a lot of these jobs, unless you're just a business owner and you're, self-sustaining, a lot of these jobs are going away. And I hate to be the one to, I don't agree with any of this, but there's no way you're going to stop technology from advancing. There's just no way. I mean, I know the next sector that's going to be highly affected is going to be the banking system. And there's going to be a day where you're not going to have a bank teller. Just like right now, when you go into supermarkets, you barely have any cashiers. I mean, you have one or two people maybe at the line, but they want people to use the self-checkouts. Human labor is becoming obsolete for these large corporations because for them, what it is how can we make money faster, more efficient, to keep using that word, with less people? Amazon has said it. They're like, we're going to be like, there's going to be very few people. And if you look at it, because I was looking at the stock as all this news was coming up, UPS stock went up, Amazon's stock has went up. I'll look at Target, but what the market is saying is like, yeah, this is going to work. We embrace this. So as someone who is just, okay with, going to work and putting in those hours, clocking those hours, thinking that this is job security, better wake up. Because one day you may wake up like these folks are having traumatic experiences right now. Because look, this is all they know. For most people, this is all they know. Get up, go to work, come home, cook dinner, watch TV, Netflix and chill, and back at it again. Get to the weekend. Oh my God, I'm off. Yeah, you come Monday or Tuesday, you ain't gonna have a job.
Department of Employment and Economic Development says the layoffs include several top-level executives and department directors who work in a wide range of departments, including accounting, legal, marketing, communications, supply chain, engineering, and...
Look at this list. See, it's not just retail folks. It's everybody. Every single one of these positions can be taken over by AI. Every single one of them. Accounting, don't need that anymore. Legal, they're training AI how to become lawyers, basically. Marketing, communications, supply, all of this stuff can be done by AI. So guess what? If I'm a parent, which I am, look, accounting, forget about it. Being a lawyer, gone. Marketing may still have a chance. I don't know. We'll find out. Communications, goodbye. And supply chain, Amazon, UPS, over. UPS will probably be down to 20 or 30,000 drivers in the near future when it comes to delivery. Swear. They don't need that many people. Actually, UPS is actually a whole nother story. What I found out was that UPS wants to get away from doing business with Amazon because their margins are so low, right? But supply chain, all automation. Engineering, now AI could do everything an engineer could do. It can write code, it can build websites, it can fix things. All of these things AI can do. It can fix itself. We call it generative AI. So remember, we went to school for all these things. We went to school to be an accountant. We went to school to be attorneys and lawyers. We wouldn't have marketing degrees. We have communication degrees, right? We have, experience in supply chain. And we wanted to be engineers. These things are going away, and they're not coming back. That's the sad thing about it. They're not coming back. I said in a video that I made a while ago that men are going to have to learn how to swing hammers again. And women, you might need a sewing machine, right? Hammers and needles. You have to figure it out.
Many others. Foster says his office is already receiving calls from Target employees who are looking for their next job.
We've received a couple sort of What do you have on the horizon? What are you seeing out there?
He says it's a good idea to get the job search started early, but he's also encouraging affected employees to take some time to acknowledge their loss and grief and to lean on family and friends for support.
Yeah. And money, support and money, because that's what they're going to need. You know, going into the second half of the 2025 era, really the second half up until 2030, I think the next 5 years, we're going to see industries transform. We're going to see jobs that people used to do no longer exist. I fully expect Uber, Lyft, and all that stuff to have automated drivers. I don't see the need. What I see in San Francisco, I don't see the need that that drivers are going to be driving people around anymore. I just don't. Um, we have a few careers that are definitely left. I would definitely think about teaching, and we damn sure need more teachers. The way teachers are being treated right now, I don't think there's just enough teachers to support all the kids that are kind of tripping out right now in schools. We're going to need more construction. Trades are going to be big coming up in the next few years. And the thing I was thinking about, even in here, what employees looking for new jobs, think about now all the employees who are now back in the job market looking for jobs, applying for the same job. So again, if I just got laid off, I would be looking to grab a license in some type of trade or skill, a real estate agent or an insurance agent or a notary, like things that people still can do to make extra money. Because you might have to lean on that for a while before you next get your next job, especially if you have that retail and those list of things that we just talked about. There are going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of people applying for the same position. Just one, by the way, just one job. Thousands of people. Right now, it's hundreds of people. If you look on LinkedIn and some of these sites, you can see how many people apply for this job. It's already in the several hundreds. I was just kind of perusing the other day ago. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm better off sticking to my guns, creating my channel, building this up. I got my financial business on the side that I'm building up. And I plan never to work for anybody else again. And I think you should do the same. If you're someone affected by this, you should do that. You should say to yourself, I never want to work for anybody else again, because I don't want to be in a position where I wake up feeling like everything's okay. And then someone sends me an email. They don't even do this in person anymore. They send emails, and I'm having a traumatic experience. I'm never going to see the people out. I mean, why don't people think that this wasn't going to happen? This is forever. Every 100 years, there's some type of like revolutionary change in society. Were people that uh, pessimistic or optimistic that things weren't going to change? Did you not see the writing on the wall? Y'all, another example of our society completely changing. If you're not looking to evolve, you're going to die by the wayside. So with that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.